A very good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Nishant, and I'll be taking your speaking. What is your name?
My name is Navneet Kaur.
What can I call you?
You may call me with my first name as Navneet.
Navneet. Are you studying or working?
Well, I have recently completed my senior secondary education in Cambridge International School, the SUA, affiliated to CBSE. So currently I'm free and I'm planning to pursue my further studies.
Where do you want to go?
Well, I'm planning for America, particularly for University of Indiana in Bloomington.
Wonderful. And can you tell me something about your family?
Well, my father is an employee at America, Indiana, and my mother is a housewife. And I have two younger siblings, and they are studying in the secondary school yet.
Right. So let's talk about fruits. Tell me, what kind of fruits do you like to eat?
Well, I think fruits are very energy-giving food, but I personally prefer to eat apples. I'm very fond of apples, and I think they are mood-changing for me. Whenever I feel low on energy and like I feel that I do not want to eat anything, I would like to go for apples.
Who in your family likes to eat fruit?
Well, my father likes to eat the fruits most as compared to other members in my family. He's more health conscious as compared to us. He avoids the junk food. So yes, he is the one who likes to eat vegetables and fruits the most.
Do you think we should encourage the children to eat fruit?
Yes, I think it is very important to encourage the children to eat fruits as nowadays children are more prone to eating the junk food and the fast food, for instance, pizzas and burgers. So I think it is not very healthy for them. But in order to balance our life, eating fruits are very important.
Okay. Let us talk about colors. Tell me, Navneet, which is your favorite color?
Well, being a student in arts, I've always liked every color, but I like the colors which are bright, as I think they change my mood and give me more like fresh type of vibe. So I like red the most.
Do people in your country like to wear light colors or dark colors?
Well, I think defining people's preference is hard, but in my country, most of the people like to wear dark colors, but it varies from their age as well. In my country, in their perspective, the younger ones wear more bright colors, and the older ones like to wear the lighter colors.
Right. Okay. So before I proceed on to part two, I would like to ask you, why did you choose Webberz?
Well, sir, initially I was planning to go for Webberz Amritsar, but then later on my cousin told me that there is Webberz in Gurdaspur. So obviously it was more convenient to go to Gurdaspur as I am from the nearby village, which is Rajubila. So I planned to go for Gurdaspur Webberz.
Right. So who's the teacher here?
Well, my class in charge is Miss Nitika.
Miss Nitika. Are you happy with the teaching?
Yes, I'm very happy with her teaching as she is very friendly and I'm more of an extrovert student and I find it more comfortable with the teachers who match up with my vibe and her teaching is excellent as she goes with the details, every little detail of me and how I'm processing.
Right. So what is the unique thing about Gurdaspur branch that you like?
I think the very unique thing till now that I have observed for the Gurdaspur branch as compared to the other institutes, the best thing about them is their way of teaching and handling the students.
Right.
Their way of consulting. I mean, they do not leave any chance to motivate and encourage their students. No matter how many doubts I have, they never fail to answer me, and
Right.
they never get annoyed, especially.
Okay. So Navneet, let's proceed to part two of the speaking. I'm going to give you a topic to speak on. This is your topic. So you have to describe an important decision you have made with the help of another person. You should say these three questions. I'll give
Yes.
you 1 minute to think on the topic and 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it. I'll tell you when to start. Please don't mind if I interrupt you in between.
Yes, thank sure.
Okay. Navneet, please start.
Well, yes, making decisions is something sometimes very hard for us and is very important because making a decision is something like deciding on what outcome we are expecting. So, if I'm to talk about the decision, important decision that I made with the help of another person, I would like to talk about the most recent and the most important decision of persuading my studies. I took help from my elder sister. She is my cousin sister, and she have completed her graduation and is currently working as a bank manager. I was confused between what studies to take, like BCom or BBA. So I consulted many people, but I wasn't very content with the everything they defined. So I talked it out with my sister one day on call. So she told me that to decide what career should I take or what studies should I pursue, it is most important to analyze my personality first, that what type of work do I prefer, and in what type of studies am I more comfortable. And then when we started talking, I got to know that she has an experience in her studies, as she has pursued BBA and later on completed her MBA. I told her that I have interest in BBA, but I'm confused between BCom and BBA. So she told that if you are a person who wants to avoid the mathematical stuff, so you should go with the business administration in HR, as I have the leadership qualities. She was able to help me a lot because, like, she has an old hand in that field. She have been studying since a long time and have seen many changes in our in the environment and in the demands and all. As and the second most thing was that what should I choose, like staying in India or going abroad. So she was able to help me with that also, as she completed her bachelor's in India and then went to the foreign. She told me that completing your bachelor's in foreign might also be very beneficial, since I'm choosing America as my preference, as my first priority. After that, we were able to analyze and decide on which country I'm planning and what studies I will take, and I'm very happy now. I'm like very satisfied, and I'm very stress free that now I do not have any confusions regarding my future. And hopefully I'll pursue it and finish my degrees in the near future with the good grades.
Thank you so much. Let's proceed to part three of the speaking. We are going to discuss a few issues based on decision making. So let us talk about decision making. What kind of decisions are good for the country?
Well, I think decisions have to vary according to the problems. If I'm talking about the country, the decisions which are related to the political problems are more important. As long as the government is working fine and the political affairs are are being maintained properly, we can get the proper outcome as well.
Do you think people should be involved in decision making in any nation?
Well, yes, as if we are talking about people, everybody's perspective is very important. If we do not know that what problem the people are facing, how will we will not be able to find out this solution. So, initiative or like the involvement of people's point of view is also very important to make the decisions.
Do you think with the advent of technology, decision making has become simpler?
Well, I think if we are talking about advancement in technology, it is undeniable that it has advanced a lot and made things easier. And decision making is one of them. With the help of social media platforms and applications, nowadays decision making is very easier as compared to before. Because earlier time, people were not able to convey their point of view and represent themselves, but in nowadays it is possible. For instance, Twitter is one of the most used application to convey their point of view.
So can we trust Twitter?
Well, yes, it depends. If a person's point of view is matching with the another person who tweeted, that person might be satisfied, but it might also create a controversy at the same time.
Thank you so much for speaking. It's over. Wishing
Thank
you
you.
all